tutorial. So this is a little different than the ones I've done in the past. Same technique, but wanted to show you because it is a different type of yarn, so it is going to be a little different. So same form that you're going to use, it is in the pattern, and I am using some loopy blanket yarn for it to look a little bit more like snow, because that's what I'm going for. It is going to be easier to use your hand if you're using this type of yarn as the hook. So what I do is I get it started just like normal, and I might do this a little different than some folks, so whatever works with you. So I do the double loop, and then I grab the behind to get it started, and now your arm is going to be your hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it attached. So I'm working from this way, so I've got my arm on the back, and I'm going to grab my tail and pull it around on the front, and I'm going to grab that yarn, and I'm going to pull it through the loop on my hook to get it started. So my arm's a hook, and now we've got our loop, and we can get started. So what you're going to do is you are going to work in a bunch of like slip stitches, chain stitches, whatever you want to call them. It's kind of weird when you're using a form. So you're going to go from back to front, working around just like we did in the other wreaths that I've showed you. It's just a little different because we're using our hand or our arm as a hook. So I'm going to come from behind like this, grab that yarn, and we're going to pull it right through our hook. And then we've got one. And then we're going to grab it. I've got my tail there. We're going to grab it. Now we're going to bring it on the front side. Same thing, grab, pull through your loop, and then reverse. So on the back, pull it through, just like that. And we'll keep going this way, reversing back and front and slip stitching through the loop on our hand until we've got the whole thing covered. I am going to take the sticker off here so it's not under there. You can use a hook if you think it'd be easier. I would recommend like a 15 millimeter, something really big, just based on what we're working with. With the loop yarn, it just seems easier to use your hand. But if you're using just like a Bernette blanket yarn, then the hook would probably work just fine doing the same thing. Replace your hand with a hook, going back and forth and pulling through like a slip stitch or a chain stitch. Just like that. So we'll get that going. And we'll have the whole thing covered. Just keep pushing down as you go so it's nice and poofy and you don't see any of the form through. And we should have a nice little snowy wreath.